to Mrs. D's Baking TV. If this is your first time visiting me on my channel, I'm Mrs. D, and I simply love to
bake.
That's a good bake. That was good. And I simply love to bake. We have a special guest today. This is my handsome, wonderful husband, Byron, who is going to assist. Actually, I'm going to assist him. I'm always saying on my channel, oh, if you're a first time baker, you can do this, you can do this. Well, when I first started my channel, my husband said, what?
That you should allow me to bake and you show me or allow me to show people how easy it is based off of your recipe.
Right. Now, this is not my recipe. This is a recipe that is sort of kind of a request, but not really. So, my husband is not a baker. Are you a baker?
I can't even cook.
He can boil water. He can boil some good water, and he could put the water in the container so that I can make coffee. Anyway, I digress. This recipe was sort of like a request. He wanted banana pudding, and my coworker wanted banana pudding. But I like banana pudding, but I like banana pudding first day. Now you're like, what do you mean first day? So do you ever get like banana pudding and you put it in the refrigerator and then the next day the bananas are
kind of wilted.
Brown. They're brown. And then they've got like the little juicy syrup coming from the, like, once I see that, I'm like over it. And I didn't want to make a big container of banana pudding and then like, no, I'm throwing this away. I don't want it. So what are we going to make today, husband?
We're making cookies.
We're making banana pudding cookies. He's looking down because I got the recipe because we got to cheat a little today because I want to teach him. So we're making banana
cookies.
We're making banana pudding cookies. So follow along if you want to learn how to make banana pudding
cookies.
All right, let's go. Let's get this done. The ingredients that you'll need for this recipe: you'll need softened room temperature butter, you'll need brown sugar, granulated sugar, vanilla extract, room temperature eggs. Now to this bowl, I have already added my flour, baking powder, baking soda, and salt. You'll also need banana pudding. Now the brand that I'm using here is the Jello brand. It's a national brand here in the US. And I'm using the banana cream. Make sure that your banana pudding says instant. You don't want the one that you have to cook on the stove. You want the instant brand. And you're going to divide that because you'll need some for your cookies and then you'll need a little bit left behind for your buttercream. The ingredients that you'll need for your buttercream: you'll need softened room temperature butter. You'll need 2 tablespoons of your banana pudding mix. You'll need 8 cups. That's right, 8 cups. This recipe calls for 8 cups of powdered sugar. And you'll need your either Nilla wafers or Chessmen, whatever type of cookie that you desire to use to garnish your banana pudding cookie. Gadgets that you'll need for this recipe: you're going to need a cookie sheet, a baking sheet. Now I have this one lined with parchment paper, or you can use some type of baking spray. I'm sorry, if you don't have parchment paper. In any recipe, you're always going to need a good rubber scraper or rubber spatula, as I call this thing. You'll need a piping bag. You're going to need a cookie scoop in order to measure out your cookies, and a hand mixer, or you can use a stand mixer if you don't have a hand mixer. All right, so we're going to test this theory. We're going to see if I can teach you how to bake. Okay, whenever you're doing the recipe, the first thing you want to do is read your recipe through and through to make sure that you have all of your ingredients.
Right.
Now, what I've already done is I've already prepped the kitchen for you. So I'm your sous chef. So I've already measured out everything.
And I helped get all the ingredients.
You did, because I had vanilla pudding and we needed banana pudding. So
I wasn't going to tell you all that, but since she mentioned,
you had to run to Walmart last night and get the right ingredient. After me reading the recipe, I don't know how many times. So what's the first thing on your list to do? You're going to do what?
I have to whip the butter and sugar until fluffy.
All right. So go ahead and take your rubber spatula scraper, add your butter to...
This is butter, right?
Yeah, that is butter. That has already been measured out for you. And it's room temperature.
All right. Just slide it in here.
Yep, just like that. And then add
the sugar.
That's right. So that's your, go ahead. That's your white sugar. And this recipe called for light brown sugar. I did not have light brown sugar. I had regular brown sugar, dark brown sugar. So that's what we're using today. Now, when a recipe says that you cream something together, that means that you want the butter and the sugar to come together till it's light and fluffy and a light cream color.
I'm gonna use this.
No, you're gonna use this mixer, this hand mixer. All right. So put it in your bowl first and then now turn it on. Right here. Just flip the button up. There you go. And there you go. You can turn it up higher. There you go. So you press the up button. There you go.
Yeah, all right. Learn something new today.
There you go. Keep going. There you go. And creaming the butter and sugar is probably going to take you about 3 to 5 minutes.
Okay.
So just keep going. Okay, good job. Now, what do you think you need to do now?
I need to scrape the side.
Yep.
And turn it off.
There you go. Good job. Always scrape the sides of your bowl. That way, you're making sure that all of your ingredients are well incorporated. Good job. Don't be afraid. Good job. All right. Now you scrape the side of your bowl. So then I would mix that together just a little more because look, what do you see?
I see clumps.
That's right. You see clumps of butter and brown sugar. Yep. So mix that just a little more on medium speed. Yep. All right. Now what's the next thing? Because you did a good job creaming that butter and sugar together. See that, guys? He did an excellent job. All right. What's your recipe call for next?
I need to add vanilla, baking soda powder, salt, eggs, and just combine.
Okay. Now to this bowl, I've already added all the dry ingredients. Okay. All of them. Now, you said that you needed to add all of that at one time. Now, normally what I do is in a recipe, I add my eggs to my cream mixture, and then I do my vanilla, and then I do my dry ingredients. Okay. And I do my eggs one at a time. All right. So let's go ahead and get that done. And you want to mix each egg before you add the next one. Just until you don't see that egg anymore.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Now you want to make sure that your egg is well incorporated before you add the next ingredient. Okay. So I'm gonna mix that together just a little bit more, and I want you to notice the difference. All right, see how that's creamed together a little bit more? You don't see your egg at all. Now you can go ahead on and add your vanilla extract, and you're gonna add 1.5 teaspoons. So now normally I don't measure this, but because you're a first timer, so there's your teaspoon, and then there's your 1/2 teaspoon. All right.
They don't make the teaspoon and a half one?
I'm sure they do, but we're gonna use these two, okay? All right, ready?
Ready.
And hold it over your bowl, just in case you spill a little. As your teaspoon. All right, and then your 1/2. And you know, Mrs. D, she like to go over. She gonna add a little bit more. All right, and then go ahead and mix that together before you add the rest of your ingredients. Okay.
All right.
Turn it up. All right, what's next?
So next I need to add the dry ingredients.
Right, so you go ahead and now into this bowl, I've already added, like I said, all salt. There's the salt,
baking powder,
and baking soda. Yep. Add all that in. Just pour it. Yep. Dump it in. There you go. Dump it in, and then we're going to mix that all together. You know what we forgot?
What you forgot?
Look at number 4.
Add dry pudding mix and flour to the mix. And stir until just combined.
So that's our pudding mix, our Jello pudding mix that we need to add.
Which one?
That one, the
Right
large
here?
one. Yes, yes.
And that's the two.
Because that's part of our dry ingredients.
Okay. Just
All
dump
right,
it in.
just dump it in.
And then what about the 2 tablespoons
Well,
of dry pudding mix?
No, the 2 tablespoons, you're going to reserve that. What does
Set
it say?
aside.
Set aside.
Okay.
Yep, because that's for our buttercream.
Got it. So
yep.
Go ahead and dump it.
Dump it. There you go.
I mixed
all
it.
right. Now, okay, you got it all out?
Yep.
All right.
Yeah.
There you go. You're right. This is your thing. You could turn it up a little bit.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. I forgot I'm the sous chef, so I'll do the cleaning up. That's looking good. Come on, Mr. D. I guess I should call you Mr. B.
Yep.
Mr. B's Baking TV. Good. I think that's good. And I'll tell you why. Okay. Because you don't want to add too much gluten into your mix. You don't want to overdo it.
Okay.
You don't want to overdo it. So all of your ingredients are well incorporated. Yep. And now what do?
I have to form the dough into 6 equal balls and place them on the pan.
Very good. All right. I think this looks perfect. Let me let you see what Mr. B created. Look at that, guys. Look at that perfect dough. Perfect. Excellent. All right. So what you're going to do now is you're going to scoop out your cookie dough using this scoop. Okay. So this will determine how big your cookies are. Okay. So let me show you how we're going to do that. Set this over here. So you're going to take your scoop and just lightly. So you don't want to press down too much and get too much, but just fill it. And then we're going to see that?
Is that the 6 equal balls?
That's right. We'll probably have more than that because the cookies for this recipe calls for like an ice cream scoop. This is a little bit smaller than an ice cream scoop.
Okay.
Yeah. And we're going to place them probably about inch and a half apart. Put that one probably about a little bit over because we don't know how big these are going to spread out. Good job. And you know what? I would put 2 on each row. Let me see something.
Gotcha.
All right. Let's see. I would put 2 because I don't know how big these are going to spread out. And this is my first time making this recipe. So a little bit over. That's too close. That's too close. Right. Probably about right. Yeah, probably about right there. It doesn't have to be perfect, but and that's a lot. Now that's a big scoop. See, now look at that one and look at this one. That's gonna be a pretty big cookie. So yeah, about like that. If we wanted to be perfect, we could use a scale and measure it out, but we're not doing all that. Yep, right there. Yep, that's a lot, Turner. That's a lot. That's a lot. No, see, what you want to do is, so you want to scrape, when you want to use your bowl. Let me show you. No, let me show you. Say like again, let me show you. So you actually what you're doing, and I should have said this, you're doing maybe like a half a scoop. So you're not trying to fill the whole thing up and then scoop it out. So what you're doing is you're getting like a half a scoop and you're using the side of your bowl to press it, to fill it in like that. And then but we're going to do another pan. Don't worry. But we just don't want to, have them too big, because one single serving. So our directions say that we're going to bake these at what?
350 degrees, 10 to 12 minutes.
That's right. And you've already preheated the oven. Mm-hmm. Now, I always, guys, use a oven thermometer to be sure that my oven has reached the correct temperature. And I will show him that too. But I suggest that no matter if your oven is brand new, if you had it for 15 years, get an oven thermometer, because it doesn't make sense for you to use all these wonderful ingredients and then put these cookies in the oven and your oven's at 325 where it should be 350, and you take them out in 10 to 12 minutes and they're not done. So I suggest that you always use an oven thermometer. So let's get these in the oven. There you go. And then what you want to do is set your timer here. So you put kitchen timer and put it on 11 minutes since it said 10 to 12 minutes. Enter.
Okay.
All right, you did it. I'm so proud of you. Well, you know what? I'll say I'm proud of you in 10 to 12 minutes. Yeah. All right, our cookies are done. Your cookies are done. Now we did 11 minutes, so let me check and see if they're not brown. We'll leave them in for one more minute, okay?
Okay.
All right. Oh yeah, they look brown around the edges. Oh, these are huge. These are huge. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Guys, look at what you did. Oh my goodness.
Is it taste test time?
No, it's not taste test time. Oh my gosh. Okay, so we're going to let your cookies cool on this baking rack for about 5 minutes, and then we'll transfer them to the cooling rack. In the meantime, let's make some buttercream.
Got it.
All right. Oh my gosh, Byron, these are so beautiful. Go ahead and cream the butter. Higher. All right, so what we're gonna use an offset spatula. Look, and we're gonna decorate our cookies. So just put some on. Yep. Ooh, how about this? How about we top these cookies with some fresh bananas?
It works.
That works for me too. So we're gonna switch this. You know, on Mrs. D's Baking TV, I always like switching things up. And that's how we're gonna switch this recipe up. We're gonna add some fresh bananas to it. And I'm just gonna take this banana. You can have that first piece.
Thank you.
We're gonna take our bananas and top our banana pudding cookies. And then what time is it? What time is it after that?
Taste time.
Taste test time. Look at that. Look at that. Yes. Yes. Look at that. Now, guys, you know what I got to do. I got to bring it up close so you can see. So you can see. Look at that beautiful cookie. Look at that beautiful cookie, guys. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Nice and brown under the bottom. Oh, my goodness. You did a good job. All right, grab you one. Grab you one. All right. What time is it, husband?
It is taste test time.
No. Let's try it again.
Taste test time.
Let's try that again. Husband, what time is it?
It is
taste test time. All right. Cheers. And be honest. I'm gonna get the part with the banana.
Really good.
Guys, no joke. That tastes like banana pudding.
It does.
That tastes like banana. Guys, this tastes like banana pudding. I need another bite. Mmm. 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 Mm. Guys, you've got to bake. You've got to bake these cookies.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness. Mm,
These were good.
that was delicious. I'm salivating. This tastes just like banana pudding.
Yep.
It does. And the buttercream added a nice creamy consistency to the cookie. And I'm glad we decided not to top it with the Nilla wafers and to top it with the banana.
Banana. Yep.
Yeah, because the banana kind of
Brings
gives
it
it
out.
right,
Yep.
exactly, gives it
Yep.
an authenticity. So, guys, thank you so much for joining me today on Mrs. D's Baking TV, where Mr. B
You can be a baker too.
exactly what he said. So, don't forget to thumbs up this video, like,
And subscribe.
share, and most of all, bake with your family. But, guys, what we showed you today is that you can take someone
Who can't bake.
who cannot bake, and look at what you can do. Be blessed. Bye. Good job. I'm so proud of you.